Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Chronicles of Mystery Drzewo Życia. Znajdujemy się w muzeum, dokładnie w Wenecji. Organizator odczytu, przed chwileczką z nim rozmawialiśmy, ale sprawdźmy, czy są nowe opcje dialogowe.
Let's put this conversation off.
Okej, tu też widzę, że mamy jakąś reklamę i jakąś babcinkę.
An ad of my book with a lecture agenda.
Świetnie. Sala spotkań. Niszczarka. Ogólnie to mamy tutaj biurko. Tu też mamy biurko, ale temu nie możemy się przyjrzeć. Możemy udać się także na górę, ale powiedzmy, że obadamy sobie najpierw parter.
I'm going to sign my books after the lecture. Let's hope somebody is interested.
No dobra, co my możemy zabrać? Książkę. Mamy też długopis, zmywacz do paznokci, wacik oraz lakier do paznokci. A wydaje mi się, że będziemy coś zmywać.
I described my last amazing discovery in it.
Rytuał Skorpiona, Sylvie Leroux. Dobra, zobaczę, czy da się podpisać książkę.
Too bad.
Aha, nie możemy, bo nie ma dla kogo wypisać dedykacji. No dobra, pewnie po drodze spotkamy kogoś zainteresowanego naszą książką.
Great acoustics. A perfect place for a lecture.
Nisza. Mogę wziąć drabinkę. Okej. Górna część płaskorzeźby.
Trial and error, they say. I'd like to look at it closely, but it's simply too high for me.
No po to wzięliśmy drabinkę, ale już widzę, że będziemy mieli puzzle do ułożenia. Okej.
There's a mystery hidden in this chaotic inscription. Maybe I should make a fancy digression on it while delivering the lecture. The inscription pieces just need to be rearranged.
O, mogłem wyjąć jednego klocka. No dobra, musimy teraz ułożyć napis. Aczkolwiek wiem, że te zagadki z takimi klockami niby mało klocków, ale jednak potrafi zająć to sporo czasu.
I think it's the confraternity's maxim. Ugh, I heard a grind. It gives me the creeps.
No dobra, udało nam się to ułożyć. Nie było to wcale aż takie trudne, aczkolwiek zawsze te klocki sprawiają jakiś problem. Ale usłyszeliśmy jakiś dźwięk, prawdopodobnie otworzyła się jakaś skrytka.
The bases of the columns turned slightly. Oh, you can rotate them.
O, lewa baza kolumny, prawa baza kolumny. Coś tutaj mamy.
Well done, Sylvie. You've opened it.
O, to nie było akurat skomplikowane.
With such security, there must be something precious inside.
Kratka. Wyschnięte nasiona.
There was only a handful of dry seeds inside. I think they traveled here inside the conquistador's chest over 400 years ago. A handful of dry, unusually shaped seeds.
Wyglądają troszeczkę jak orzechy. No dobra, wzięliśmy nasiona. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia, do czego mogą mi się przydać. I co z nich tak naprawdę możemy otrzymać. Ale skoro je wzięliśmy, no to pewnie coś będziemy mogli zasadzić.
Miss Sylvie Leroux,
That's me.
Count Saint-Germain asked me to have a brief word with you.
The Count was supposed to meet me in person.
Not this time.
He asked for the meeting himself. I'm disappointed.
The Count will call you.
He won't come?
He is afraid of a few obtrusive acquaintances.
Who are you, really? A gondolier, a messenger, or the Count's associate?
2 of these names are correct.
Shall I guess?
How about a compromise? You won't be guessing, and I won't be answering. Anyway, I need to go.
Wait a second. Tell me something about Saint-Germain.
In a word,
A sentence would be fine.
mysterious.
And that's all?
No, I've brought something extraordinary for you.
What is it? A chronometer?
Take a look at it. The Count is curious about your opinion.
Am I to examine it?
If possible.
All right, but not today. I'm delivering a lecture. This death, it's horrible. I'm still shocked by what happened. It could have been me. Everything is lost.
There was no other way. I had to cancel the lecture.
For this young man.
Unfortunately. Such a tragedy.
Did he have any family?
Everyone does.
A wife, a child?
The police haven't identified him yet, but he's a local, a gondolier.
Somebody out there is worrying about him.
I'll ask around tomorrow, but the carnival is no time for mourning.
A woman is waiting to criticize him for being so late. In a few hours, she'll be willing to forgive him anything as long as he returns.
Instead of him, an embarrassed police officer will come and inform her in a cold voice that...
Everything is lost.
No, not for her.
And the Count? Is he waiting for him? Isn't he curious about the impression he's made with a chronometer?
Do you have the Count's phone number?
No, nothing. I can only wait. I don't really know what for.
You should go to bed.
No way. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep to protect myself from everything that happened here. Barely 2 hours ago.
A few sleeping pills will take care of that.
And I was so surprised that my uncle needed to take them.
You're young. You'll recover quickly. A bit of sleep and the body itself will deal with the tormented mind.
Śmierć stryja.
Not so long ago, a man with good intentions shot my uncle. Probably by chance. I believe that.
I read about that tragedy.
People are like houses in a medieval city. When one collapses, the ones close to it start shaking.
With all due respect, the death of an old man isn't as depressing as that of a young one. How old do you think he was?
Still, you can say that my uncle didn't die in vain. Something was saved back then. But why did the gondolier die?
Maybe somebody was settling an old score. A jealous husband, perhaps?
Anyway, it doesn't make sense.
Zamach.
I'm still wondering if it wasn't me he wanted to kill.
No, the killer had enough time to shoot again.
Maybe he panicked.
From what you said, it appears he was self-confident and not in a hurry at all.
That strange missile, the Curer poisoned arrow, almost grazed me.
But you're safe now. I guess that's why you refuse to have any police protection.
You're right. I just need to focus on something. That chronometer he gave me.
Do you have it?
Please don't give me away. I don't want the police to take it.
There's always time for that.
I'll take care of the chronometer. After all, it was his... what was his name?
I don't know.
His last wish.
Chronometr.
The chronometer needs to be cleaned, and I've seen various reagents and tools in that showcase in the meeting hall. May I use them?
But how? The hall is sealed and we can't enter.
True. Then I can't do anything, can I?
I'd like to get inside myself. I left my documents on a chair. God knows when I'll gain access to them.
They sealed it and left it just like that? And we're supposed to wait until they generously let us in?
Well, force majeure.
Taśma policyjna.
What if we unstuck the tape, took everything we needed, and then stuck it back?
You'd better not do that. You'd put yourself in trouble.
I'll do it in such a way that nobody will notice.
I doubt that's possible.
You don't believe me? I'm an archaeologist, and restoration is my work.
But you'll destroy the tape.
No, I won't.
Zakończenie.
I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
The gondolier asked me to check the watch. I guess I should do that.
Mamy zegarek od gondoliera.
A 19th century watch with an openable watch case. There's an engraving under the layer of dirt. Maybe I could use the reagents from that showcase to help me read the inscription.
A może za pomocą wacika i zmywacza do paznokci?
Think, Sylvie, think. This won't work. It's not a great idea.
Okej, nie możemy nic z tym zrobić. Drzwi zapieczętowane taśmą policyjną. Ale ogólnie, co się wydarzyło? Rozmawialiśmy z gondolierem, jakimś dziwnym, zamaskowanym typkiem, który, ni stąd, ni zowąd przyszedł z nami pogadać i przekazał nam zegarek. Być może od całego tego hrabiego, nie mam zielonego pojęcia, ale pojawił się jakiś inny łepek. Prawdopodobnie jest to jakaś sekta, tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. No i strzelił zatrutą strzałką. Co ciekawe, śmierć nastąpiła od razu, więc trucizna była mocna. Taśma policyjna.
I shouldn't be tearing this tape off. It's punishable by law.
No dobra, ale czy jest jakiś sposób, żebym mógł ją zdjąć? Może zmywacz do paznokci tutaj pomoże? Byśmy zdrapali ten klej. Spróbujmy.
Men always wonder why we need to carry so much stuff around in our bags, but they can't deal with simple tasks like these.
I na pewno ją przykleimy z powrotem lakierem do paznokci. Ale dobra. My w tym miejscu rozmawialiśmy z gondolierem i w tym miejscu został zabity. Czy coś tutaj się zmieniło? Raczej nie. Ale interesuje mnie to miejsce. Gabloty.
The interior was furnished this way so as not to distract the audience.
Też mnie zawsze interesuje to, dlaczego w amerykańskich filmach odrysowują, nie tylko filmach, jak widać w grze też, co prawda gra jest polska, odrysowują ciało za pomocą kredy. Nie wiem, nigdy nie spotkałem się, żeby podczas jakiegoś morderstwa w Polsce takie coś robili.
Archaeological tools. They still look quite useful to me. The showcase is closed.
Gablota jest zamknięta, a my nie mamy kluczyka. Ale może ta gablota będzie otwarta.
The organizer decided to enrich the lecture with a small thematic exhibition. The showcase is closed.
No tak. Będziemy musieli zdobyć kluczyk. Ale z tego, co mówił dyrektor, tu gdzieś są też dokumenty.
He should be grateful I've recovered them.
Nie możemy ich przejrzeć. A może to i dobrze. Prywatna korespondencja. Nie powinniśmy zaglądać. Ale tak, cofnijmy się do dyrektora. Organizator odczytu. No dobra, powiedzmy, że jest to dyrektor. Oddajmy mu dokumenty i spytajmy się, czy ma kluczyk. Klucze.
I found your documents, but I can't open the showcases without the keys.
I'm grateful for the documents. Just a second. Here.
Thank you. I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
Mam nadzieję, że kiedy policja tutaj wróci, nie zorientuje się, że w gablotach brakuje kilka narzędzi. No to by było podejrzane.
archaeological tools. They still look quite useful to me.
Mogą mi się przydać. Spróbuję z tej drugiej gablety też wyjąć rzeczy.
Unfortunately, the key doesn't fit.
Niestety kluczyk nie pasuje. Co my wzięliśmy? Środek czyszczący srebro. Środek patynujący srebro. Szpachelka. Lupa oraz... Aha. Mamy też szmatkę. No dobra, chyba wiemy już, w jaki sposób będziemy mogli wyczyścić zegarek. Ale cofnijmy się. Powiedzmy, że nie będziemy zostawiać za sobą śladów.
I'd better look around before I stick the tape back.
O! Czyli jeszcze coś tam będę mógł zrobić. Może wszystkiego tutaj nie obadałem. Złota moneta.
I found a similar coin in Brittany. Is the murderer leaving his mark? I already have 2 ancient gold coins with the emblem of a tree. Both are connected with dramatic events.
No tak, pierwszą monetę znaleźliśmy na klifie, tam z której rzucił się Marcel, czy jak on tam się nazywał. Może teraz wszystko znaleźliśmy i będę mógł to zakleić.
At first glance, everything looks normal, and the first impression does matter.
No i pięknie, o to chodziło.
Here are the keys. I've taken some tools and reagents from the showcase.
Use them for as long as you please.
Thank you so much.
Have you stuck the tape back on the door?
See for yourself. The police will never notice anything.
Unbelievable.
I know my stuff. I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
No dobra, zanim pójdziemy na górę, chcę zobaczyć, czy da się oczyścić ten zegarek.
We need an alternative solution. There's an engraving under the layer of dirt. It's not a great idea. Trial and error, they say. This won't work.
Mamy wacik.
Trial and error, they say.
Okej. Wacik nasączony środkiem czyszczącym.
I can see an inscription, but it's soiled and I can't read it. I think I've cleaned it too hard. I can't decipher the inscription.
Czyli teraz byśmy musieli to zetrzeć.
Trial and error, they say.
Mamy jeszcze jeden środek. Środek patynujący srebro.
No can do.
Okej.
The inscription is clear now, but the letters are too small for me to read.
Jest też lupa.
Marie Celeste, 1872. Benjamin Spooner Briggs. This chronometer belonged to the captain of the abandoned ship.
A to ciekawe. Kapitan Briggs.
I've deciphered the inscriptions. You'll never believe who this chronometer belonged to.
Not to Ponce de Leon, I suppose.
You're joking, and it really is interesting.
So whose chronometer was it?
There are 2 inscriptions, Benjamin S. Briggs and Marie Celeste, 1872.
My, that's no mean treat.
As you know, the captain along with the whole crew of Marie Celeste vanished without a trace in 1872.
Yes, if I remember correctly, on 4 December, the drifting ship was spotted in the Atlantic by the De Grazia crew, about 400 miles off the coast of Gibraltar.
Everything on board was almost in perfect order, but they couldn't find any crew members. That must have been quite a spooky experience.
This mystery hasn't been solved up to this day, although various theories have been put forward.
None of them able to explain the mystery.
Did you know that a few years earlier Briggs had come to Europe, to Marseille reputedly, though I've heard a hypothesis that to Italy as well.
In any case, his chronometer reached as far as Venice. The captain might have left it on the ship.
I know nothing about it, but it seems that the personal belongings disappeared along with their owners.
This means that Briggs didn't take it on the journey, and that's quite strange.
This whole story is strange.
Skrytka we wnęce.
Because of this whole confusion, I've forgotten to tell you I found a cache underneath the Latin inscription in the recess.
The cache where the conquistador's chest was kept?
It seems so. It was empty apart from a few seeds.
I also almost forgot to tell you something. Among the documents you've brought me from the meeting hall, there's a list of contents of that chest.
From the times when it was stored here?
Yes, the list comes from the 16th century.
So what's on the list?
Rzeczony kufer, przechowywany pod pieczą gwardii, jest niewielkich rozmiarów. Ma około łokcia długości, sporządzony z drewna polisandru, ma ścianki bogato zdobione srebrnymi rozetami. W wieku wzmocnionym ozdobną blachą umieszczono 3 metalowe tarcze ze wskazówkami połączone zamkiem. W środku przechowywany jest pistolet, wycior i kluczyk do niego oraz czajniczek z greckiej glinki we wzory, jakimi zdobi się ceramikę na Krecie, o 2 dzióbkach skierowanych w przeciwne strony. Kufer ten należał niegdyś do Juana Ponce de Leona, byłego gubernatora Porto-Rico, odkrywcy Florydy.
There's one thing I didn't find in the chest.
Namely,
A uniquely shaped jug, if I got it right. That's correct. There was a pottery fragment in the chest. A spout of a jug, to be precise.
it's possible that the damaged jug has been traveling around the world for some time. I've heard that someone from Cairo bought it.
Can you give me any details?
None, I'm afraid. Some people protect such information like intelligence secrets, and this is one of those cases.
Tough luck. Maybe the auction house will know something.
Wystawa.
You know what? Now that the chest was found, maybe it's worth exhibiting it again in the place it had been kept for so many years.
A terrific idea. We could combine it with a scientific symposium. For instance, the role of legends in the discovery and conquest of the New World.
I'll help you. I'll talk to the museum director. For the time being, however, a lot of strenuous work on that chest awaits me.
I'm looking forward to the results. You can share them when you give a lecture during the exhibition in the Scuola di Santa Croce.
I'd love to. Although, I'm still shivering when I think of today's events.
Telefon.
A man called. He wanted to talk to you.
Did he introduce himself?
No, but he'll call you again.
Zakończenie.
I need to think it over in private.
I won't disturb you.
O, no i ktoś dzwoni.
Hello, Sylvie Leroux speaking.
Count Saint-Germain. I intended to come there, but under the circumstances,
So you know.
bad news spreads quickly.
What about his family?
Family? I do not know them. I cannot talk for long, therefore let me come to the point. I would like to commission you to do an expert analysis for me. It is crucial. Please take the tools and reagents with you.
What reagents? What am I going to analyze?
A painted plank. Please bring anything you find. Have you got the chronometer?
Yes, he gave it to me just before his death.
Then bring it as well, regardless of whether you have managed to examine it or not.
I have.
Really? Splendid. Please come to me as soon as possible.
And the address?
You will find it on the chronometer.
On the chronometer, but I checked it carefully. There's no address.
But there is. If what they say about you is true, you will know how to reach me.
I'm not so sure of that.
I cannot say anything more. This telephone might be tapped, after all. Do be careful. If you have the impression that someone is following you, turn back. Be alert.
I've almost gotten killed today. How about putting it off till tomorrow? It'll be much safer.
On the contrary, tomorrow we may not have the chance to meet.
Okay, I'll try.
Just remember not to discuss the matter with anyone, not even in the scuola.
Fine.
I am awaiting you.
I need to see this man, if only to return the chronometer. In fact, I can't wait to meet him. So the pottery fragment I've copied is the spout of the jug which was kept inside the chest from the...
No dobra.
There are two engravings on the watch case. Marie Celeste, 1872, and Benjamin S. Briggs.
Może to jest adres? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia.
Classical statues, oil paintings, and heavy draperies are in stark contrast to the austere stone walls.
Mamy stolik, z którego mogłem zabrać obrus. Wziąłem też zasłonę. I taśma do zasłon. Myślałem, że leży tutaj jakiś dokument, jakaś księga albo coś w tym stylu.
They weren't painted by a renowned master, but they still represent the good old Venetian school.
Wyżej już się wejść nie da. Czy coś jeszcze będę mógł stąd zabrać? Chyba już nie. No dobra, w takim razie chodźmy na spotkanie z tym gościem, z hrabią. Tylko gdzie tu jest wyjście? Skłola. O! Słychać fajerwerki w tle.
Taxi! Taxi! It's no use. There's an empty gondola by the Scuola wall. The question is, how to get on it.
Postój wodnych taksówek.
On a night like this, the taxi stand is deserted. On a night like this,
W jakiś sposób musiałbym się dostać w to miejsce.
Come here.
Hey!
Kobieta w masce. Przebieraniec. Zabawa.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great, aren't we, Bianca?
We are not. It was great when you decided to dive into the empathy fountain.
Everybody keeps saying that, but I actually don't remember any of it.
Arnolfo all over. So absent-minded.
Plany.
What are you doing tonight?
Tonight is going to be cultural. First, the archaeology lecture. Then, a conversation with the speaker. Several glasses of free wine.
An autograph, a photo together.
Then some free wine again.
Going to a restaurant with a newly met friends.
A chance for more glasses of free wine.
An unexpected encounter with some old friends.
Time to switch to whole bottles.
An unavoidable visit to the familiar ATM.
And then we go the whole hog.
Or vaulting the canal.
You haven't learned your lesson? You've already forgotten how you got stuck in the middle of the canal, hanging on an upright oar.
I wasn't stuck. That was my strategy.
No matter how many times you try, you'll never repeat that.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
Yeah, unless some gondolier helps you.
Oh, you'd be surprised. The older the gondolier, the harder the oar.
So, how do you like our agenda for tonight?
Very ambitious.
Yeah, nothing doing. Item 1's off the list.
No free glasses of wine.
Only one thing on your mind. No feast for the soul. They've cancelled the lecture.
How could they turn their backs on their loyal audience?
Zabójstwo.
A murder was committed inside.
A murder? What happened?
You could say somebody was shot.
Horrible.
I told you I saw the police.
You also came here for the lecture?
Yeah,
Then join us.
I can't. I've got an appointment at the...
Oh, a priest.
No, just an appointment.
Oh, don't worry. Maybe something will come of it.
Palazzo Celeste.
Have you heard of the Casa Celeste?
You mean Palazzo Celeste?
Palazzo.
Oh, you've got to go down the canal.
Straight, turn right, turn left, turn right twice.
Turn right 4 times.
You want her to go around in circles?
That'd be fun, huh? Oh, hold on. What's your name?
Taksówka.
Sylvie.
Like that archaeologist.
But you know, it will be hard for you to catch an empty gondola.
The boats are overcrowded.
Unless you board the Vampiretto.
You can try the drowning style.
You jump from a bridge when a gondola passes by. The passengers start screaming. The gondolier pulls you on board.
Does it work?
Not worth trying. The canal water stinks awfully.
I know. A water segway would be ideal for Sylvie.
You can do various sports here, but believe me, a bath in winter isn't the best idea.
Ofiara zbrodni.
Oh, poor archaeologist.
Which one?
The one dead that was supposed to give her the lecture.
One more drink, and she'll be back to normal.
Why poor?
Haven't you heard? She was shot.
No, it wasn't her.
She was going to promote her book.
Maybe it was a disappointed reader, eh? Instead of buying a computer game, he spent all of his money on a piece of paper.
A lunatic.
Only lunatics shoot people. Maybe it was a reviewer, eh?
He was preparing to go to a match when his editor told him to write an urgent review of a popular science book.
He must have been a crime story specialist since he knew how to handle a gun. But that book he couldn't handle, so he did the only thing he could. Bang!
He didn't know that you don't shoot a piano player.
Listen, that woman is alive.
That's great news. Let's celebrate.
Was she rescued?
Gondolier.
Somebody else was killed, a gondolier.
I had a feeling.
Explain it to me, Bianca. Why would a reviewer shoot a gondolier?
Would you read such a book?
So the gondolier was a writer too?
No. Would you buy the book instead of a game?
Me? Of course. I'd buy it and ask her to sign it for me.
Ah, yeah, right. I know you. You'd be flirting with her.
I'd invite her out for a free glass of wine.
Haven't you heard she was barely rescued? What if you're drinking a free wine with her, and suddenly the reviewer appears and bang!
I'd rescue her.
Do you even realize what it would mean to be responsible for her life?
Akcja ratownicza.
I've taken a life-saving course. I'd give her a heart massage, a mouth-to-mouth.
Ah, foot massage would be best.
What?
What kind of a lifesaver are you if you don't know the map of the whole body is on the feet, eh? You wouldn't have to brutally press her heart.
Her chest.
You lecture. She's already experienced enough violence. You could find her heart area on her foot and gently press it with your thumbs, slowly.
Ah, that's exactly how I'm going to rescue her.
And I'll show you where it is. Oh, Sylvie, I can't. Maybe you could show it to him, eh?
Autograf.
You know what? I'll get that book with an autograph for you. Just wait a moment.
Cool. But don't worry if it doesn't work out. 3 glasses of wine will do.
Remember not to badger the lady. She's barely been rescued. She deserves some rest.
Pożegnanie.
Goodbye.
See you in the city.
Bye. You'll find us in the last open joint.
Tipsy, but a funny couple anyway. I'd like to have fun like them. There's another masquerader on the bridge.
Na mostku stoi kolejny przebieraniec.
That figure on the bridge makes my skin crawl.
No może niespecjalnie chciałbym z nią porozmawiać, wygląda naprawdę złowieszczo, ale tak, mamy tutaj kobietę w masce i przebierańca. Chcą książkę z autografem, no tak się składa, że my mamy książkę i długopis.
I'll sign this secretly so that they don't know I'm the author. After what happened, I'd better keep a low profile. I'll sign this secretly so that they don't know I'm the author.
Okej, no dobra. W takim razie chodźmy z powrotem do Squally. Podpiszmy książkę, no i się wrócimy.
Perfect for newly met archaeology fans.
Dla Bianki i Arnollo. Szczerych miłośników archeologii z nadzieją, że nigdy nie stracą ochoty do zabawy. Sylvia Leroux. Tu jest nasze zdjęcie. A Sylwia mówi, podpisze to tak, żeby oni nie wiedzieli, że jestem autorką. No przecież jest zdjęcie. że od razu widać, że to jesteśmy my.
I've got the book for you, with the dedication.
To Bianca and Arnolfo, true archaeology lovers, I hope you'll always feel like having fun. Sylvie LaRose.
Beautiful.
You've done a terrific job, girl. But you know what? I have a feeling we should thank the author in person.
I really think she's been through way too much today.
Arnie, I know you're a wonderful lifesaver, but let's not.
All right. So what are we going to do with such a promising night?
Spotkanie.
I'm certain you'll be just fine. I've got to go my own way.
Man.
Sylvie, once you've talked long enough, take him out to the city. You won't regret that.
I don't know if he'll be willing to.
Arnie, don't push her. She isn't sure of the guy yet. Sylvie, since you're having a tryst, you can't be so demonstrative, eh?
It's not a tryst.
Every decent Venetian girl wears a mask when going to a tryst. Take it. Without the mask, you're conspicuously naked.
You just stand out.
Thanks.
Raca.
Oh, and one more thing. I call this the Baron Munchausen trick, eh? If the guy turns out to be a worthless yet pestering, grab the flare, administer it, and then light it. You'll get rid of him in no time.
Aren't you going a bit too far? The girl may take it literally.
Ah, stop your whining. I love you because you're so crazy. And now, we needed to do something for Sylvie LaRue.
What do you mean?
I have a hunch that she is very sad and I can't do anything about it for now. That's why we need to have a great time, eh?
Pożegnanie.
Goodbye.
See you in the city.
Bye. You'll find us in the last open joint.
Coś otrzymaliśmy. Mamy racę. Mamy też maskę.
Some cheap plastic on your face, and you're a completely different person.
A przynajmniej nikt nas nie rozpozna.
Another prop of a self-taught pyrotechnist.
Ale nie mamy zapałek. Może znajdziemy coś w śmietniku. Pusta butelka po szampanie. Wzięliśmy też taśmę policyjną. Jestem ciekaw, to na śmietnik wyrzuca obcążki i nożyczki. Dobre narzędzia. Ale teraz tak, tutaj mamy kanał. Tu jest ten zamaskowany typek, a my musimy jakoś dostać się w to miejsce.
On a night like this, the taxi stand.
Tutaj jest budynek. Być może jakoś z niego uda się tam dostać.
As a child, I used to make smoke bombs out of table tennis balls. That was fun.
Tylko jak?
I can't talk right now.
Tu są drzwi. Chyba że będę mógł wejść na górę. I tutaj znajdę jakieś przejście. Mamy włas.
I'm curious what they use this trap door for. Something's blocking the lid.
Coś przytrzymuje klapę. O,
This won't. Too heavy. I can't hold it.
mamy na dole gondolę. Ale w jaki sposób musielibyśmy zatrzymać tą klapę u góry? Taśma do zasłon? Świetnie.
No way. I'm not going to jump into the canal. No way. Trial and error, they say. Trial and error.
No dobra, musielibyśmy zejść w dół.
Trial and error. Think, Sylvie, think. It's not a great idea.
Obrus. O!
Gee, it even sparkled. The man on the bridge will see me leaving, and the Count asked.
czyli prawdopodobnie będziemy musieli odpalić fajerwerek. Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje, żeby odwrócić jego uwagę. Może zrobimy świecę dymną.
Locked. I can't get inside.
Do góry raczej też już nie wejdziemy. Klucz do drzwi. A, jednak.
Broken. I can't row with something like that.
Mamy też wiosło i mamy zapałki. Dobra, wiecie co? Plan jest taki, żeby to włożyć do
No
tego...
can do.
A, jednak nie mogę tego zrobić.
A good flare is really something, but a smoke bomb even more so.
Okej. Pomost. Dobra, zastanówmy się, w jaki sposób wykonać świecę dymną.
It's not a great...
Mamy też niszczarkę. I coś mogę do niej włożyć.
This won't work. Trial and error. This won't work.
Czekajcie. Guzik? Nie. Coś mogę włożyć do tej niszczarki.
No can do.
No nie butelkę.
Trial and error. Trial and error. Think, Sylvie.
Sylwio, rusz głową. O!
Well, maybe it's a waste, but I wouldn't party today anyway. These strips, however, might come in handy. This could give a lot of smoke.
A, będziemy robić świecę dymną.
No can do. This won't work. No can. Think, Sylvie. Trial and error. No can do. This won't. It'll come in handy. I won't burn my hands. Tough plastic tape. Another prop of a self-taught pyrotechnist.
Dobra, wiecie co? Wydaje mi się, że musimy cofnąć się na pomost, położyć gdzieś tą butelkę, umieścić w środku racę, dosypać trochę plastiku i podpalić.
No can do. No can do.
Albo i nie. Chyba że muszę to zrobić z zewnątrz. Może gdzieś tutaj.
Trial and error, they say. Think, Sylvie.
No bo nie mogę tego włożyć do tego. Tego też nie mogę połączyć z tym.
That figure on the... Think, Sylvie.
No nie wiem. Nie mam pomysłu, co zrobić dalej. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu zakończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę. Trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!